You're listening to the Curate Your Life podcast with Temetria, episode 95, How to Avoid Decision Fatigue. Hi, I'm Temetria, a single woman in midlife, but not quite ready for the moo-moo life. I'm focused on curating a life that I love, a life that is bold and vibrant and full of purpose. And I'm passionate about helping other women do the same. So join me if you're ready to curate a big, bold, beautiful life that you love. Hi, y'all. I hope you are having a good week. Welcome to November. I can't believe we are in the last 2 months of 2024. So what are you going to do with these last 2 months of 2024? You can do a few things. You can decide to just sit back, ride the wave, see what happens, start 2025 new, like they say, or you can decide to start to take action now and step into and begin the Curate Your Life process. And so one of the things that I want to talk about today, we talk about the Curate Your Life process often, right? And I think if you've been here, you know what it is. It's a simple 3-step process. It's the framework and the start of the work that I do with my clients. So the 3 steps are: 1, get very, very clear on your vision. Know what you want deep in your soul. Know what you want your life to look like. Know who you want to be and why. Know what you want in your life. Know the kind of job you want, the career you want, the impact you want to leave on the world, who you want in your world. So just having a very clear picture of who you want to be, what you want to do, and why. What you want your life to look like is how I say it often. You have a very clear picture of what that is. And I have people normally work on this and work on a vision for the next 3 years and start from there. And this will get you in the habit of really thinking about what you want, spending some time on it. 3 years is something that's tangible that you can work towards, that doesn't seem 10, 20 years into the future. It'll be here before you know it, right? Kind of like this year has gone by so quickly. Visualize and outline what you want your life to look like in the next 3 years. And then the next step is to list all of the things, the people, the places, the experiences that don't fit that vision. Like when you think about that vision, say you want to be a renowned chef and you want to have a 5-star restaurant. What doesn't fit that vision? Working in accounting, spending your time learning how to ride horses, or spending your time painting. And that may seem like a silly example, but it's just to give you an idea. Think about the things that don't fit the vision of what you want and begin to eliminate them. So say you want to be that renowned chef and you spend every day driving Uber. That probably doesn't fit that vision. So you'd want to take that off your list, not drive Uber, right? So then you want to think about the things that will help you get closer to that vision, or will enhance that vision, or will bring in the things that you need to create that vision. So if we're going with my bad example of being a renowned chef, that would be taking the steps to work at a restaurant, get hired on in a kitchen, maybe go to culinary school. Those are the things that would create that vision. So the Curate Your Life process is getting clear on what you want your life to look like, eliminating all the things that don't fit that vision. You eliminate them, you stop doing them, you have less of them in your life, and then you start to add in or enhance or gather or learn the skills for the things that would create that vision. So that is the curate your life process. And so one of the things that that process helps you with is to be laser focused on what you want. When you know what you want and what you're working towards and what fits and what doesn't fit, it will take out the decisions that you're faced with every day, the push and the pull of what to say yes to and what to say no to. If you have that very clear vision and it's to be a renowned chef, then you know that you don't need to spend your time painting or taking an art class or spending your time driving Uber is not going to get you there. So you know that when you say yes to a job or when you say yes to something that will hone your skills, it needs to be something that's going to move you towards that position. It needs to be something that's going to move you toward becoming that world-renowned chef. So then you know what to say no to. So if your cousin comes to you and says, hey, I'm going to open a bingo hall and I need somebody to run it and I want to pay you to do it, you know that that's not the thing that's going to get you to where you want to be. That's not the thing that you want to say yes to that's going to help you get to be a renowned chef. Now, if your cousin came to you and said, hey, I'm thinking of opening a restaurant and I want you to take care of the front of the house and be the hostess and run things up there. That is a step in the direction, right, of becoming a renowned chef. At least now you're in a restaurant and you can see what goes on. And then maybe from there you can talk to your cousin and figure out the next steps to becoming that chef. So when you use this process, the curate your life process, you are making those important decisions ahead of time. You know what you want and you know what will help get you there and what will hinder you getting to your destination. So that helps to eliminate decision fatigue because the big decisions have been made, and then it's just the decision of whether you're going to, in that moment, honor the decision that you made. And one of the reasons this is important is because every day that you spend in the uncertainty, in the I'm not sure what I want to do, I don't know what's next, you're just going through the motions, you're going through the routines, and you have all of these decisions to make. Should I do this or should I do that? And if the answer comes back, I don't know, then that's still something that you have to figure out. So your brain is constantly spinning on that. And that keeps coming back. Well, should I do this or should I do that? Should I take that job that's not really what I want, but it's a promotion? Or should I hold out and wait for the job that is my dream job? If you've already made that decision and you're committed to your vision and you know why, then you know the answer to that. You know that that job is on that list of things that don't fit, and waiting for your dream job and maybe honing the skills that you need in the meantime will get you closer to the life that you want, the life that you envision. And so one of the things that I said recently to a group that I spoke to is that whether it's in your career or your relationships or just your daily routines, a life that doesn't match the one that you have in your mind feels like a constant compromise. And you know that you're living in that compromise when you get to the end of the day and you feel drained and overwhelmed and stuck and fatigued. And it's because you are caught in a mental fight between what is and what you want it to be. And that can be very exhausting. But if you know exactly what you want and what doesn't fit and what does, then you can be clear and you don't have to have that mental fight. You know what you're working towards. You know what your next steps should be. and you know what to avoid. So those, like I said, those big decisions have been made, and it's just a matter of honing in on the next step and staying focused and staying committed to and honoring the vision that you have outlined for yourself. So that is a way to avoid decision fatigue. So spend some time getting very clear on your vision for your life. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. One of the best ways to do that is journaling. Just spend some time writing out in detail what your ideal day looks like. And when I say in detail, I'm talking about, what are you wearing? What kind of things do you eat? Who do you spend your time with? What do your interactions with other people look like? What charities do you donate to? What kind of volunteer work do you do? What does your home look like? Who do you welcome into your home? Who do you spend your time with? How do you spend your free time? Just very detailed. And it gives you a really clear picture in your mind. It's making those decisions ahead of time about what you want. It's like writing a letter to the universe, and you will be surprised at what happens when you solidify what you want in your mind. Even if you don't say it out loud to anybody else, it's like you've put that out there in the universe, and your brain will start to look for it. And if you stay open to the possibilities and open to what you want, things start to show up. Things start to line up. The universe starts to really to work in your favor to bring you the things that you want. If you know what you want, and if you're open to what's possible, and if you're willing to go for it and to do the work, it's not just going to magically appear. You have to work for it. You have to do the work. You have to show up and meet God part of the way, right? You need to be an active participant in your life. But if you know what you want and you're willing to go for it, you'll get there. You will get there. So spend some time figuring out what you want. Make those decisions now, and you won't have to make them later. Decide what you want. Decide what's going to help you get there. Decide what's going to keep you from getting there. Add the things that will help you get there. Do those things and eliminate the other things. And eliminate decision fatigue along the way. So that is what I have for you this week. If you need help with this process, that's what I do with my clients. I walk them through this process, and we look at the things. We examine the things. We examine the why I can't let go of this, and why I can't add this. What's standing in the way? We break down those barriers so they can really create the life that they want. If you would like help with that, schedule a complimentary consultation. I'm happy to walk you through the process of figuring out where you are now and where you want to be and how to get there. Until next time.